Good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook video where I'm going to discuss with you all the major dollar pairs and gold. Alright, we have a new week with new opportunities. Looking at DXY, there is one thing that's really clear to me currently, and that is that this 4-hour supply zone is still in control as of now. What do I expect from here? I do expect price to push in the supply zone as we just did. Now, a single tap is not really strong in my opinion, so something like this, even touching that monthly and 3-monthly open and then see a reaction in towards the downside would be more than perfect for me. To then see some lower prices to grab some liquidity, preferably this lower liquidity as well, and then afterwards see a reaction in towards the upside towards that 102 liquidity level that we have still marked out over here. If we zoom in a little bit on the price action here, then we can see that this is just ascending lows, a equal low as well, because this wick didn't grab the liquidity underneath here. This is a wick at 1 in the afternoon, so it's a perfectly valid point of liquidity. So what can also happen is that this liquidity over here is already enough. So we push up, we break down, we trade towards this liquidity level, then we see a change of character and then some continuation in towards the upside. But DXY is starting to show a little bit of clearer price action, in my opinion, that we can really trade. So knowing this, we're going to go to EURUSD. And we can see that over there is still liquidity open above this high, and there's liquidity open above this high over here. Also, we did not yet push back in towards 4-hour supply that's in control. So what do I expect now? I do expect at least this high get taken out. This demand zone here is currently still in control, so I do expect a push in towards here. Then a change of character once again, pushing price up higher towards at least this liquidity high over here, preferably touching the 4-hour supply and taking out this liquidity. But somewhere over here, I am looking for a change of character and then continuation down in towards the downside, together with then DXY taking out liquidity at the lows and continuing up towards that 102 level that we just talked about. GU as well, these highs are not strong for me because there's no liquidity being swiped. If this wick over here would have swiped the previous wicks, then it would have been stronger. But as of now, what do I expect? We took out some internal liquidity over here. If I mark that out, so this liquidity can now push us up higher, taking out all the liquidity from the early sellers that are in the market currently. So even preferably what I would like to see is a push up, then a little bit of a pullback, a push over the highs, then a clear break of structure. And then over here, I am happy to look for some new shorts in towards the downside. We are inside premium prices, so we have retraced above the 0.5. We then created a strong high and we have a fractal break. Plus the market structure is still bearish. So then everything aligns with a short for me. And when we swipe this high and can break structure afterwards, this high over here becomes strong and I want to place my stop loss underneath there. So that is something I am actively monitoring for this week. Then we have NZDUSD. NZDUSD is still rather like slow in my opinion. I've marked some structure out over here last week already, and I still do want to see higher prices for NZDUSD pushing us in towards the premium prices. If not, then I'm just going to let this do its thing, and I'm not looking actively for shorts on the in the discount zone. So I need higher prices for NZDUSD. AUDUSD as well, it has created some nice 4-hour bullish order flow over here. Like over here we have a 4-hour demand zone, 4-hour bullish chain, Then we can grab that one again over here, and we have another demand zone, and now we have pushed out once again, come back in, and we can expect a new push up higher from this demand zone that is in control currently. And what do I want to see? I want to see a retracement in towards this 0.5 still, or higher premium prices. Over here there's still a lot of liquidity that can be grabbed, and then somewhere over here I'm waiting for a change of character and then continuation down. Then USD CAD. USD CAD is still rather consolidative in my opinion. We're taking out lows, we're taking out highs. I do still expect that at some point we're going to see higher prices taking out this point of liquidity over here, and then maybe a deeper retracement that would perfectly align with the fact that the DXY then takes out the 102 level as well. Yeah, not something I can trade currently. It's a bit on the sidelines for me until some reaccumulation of price happens and there's some clear structure that I can be trading once again, either in towards the downside or in towards the upside. But currently this does not align with the DXY. Then we have USDJPY. USDJPY pushed up higher as of this morning. So my position over here is in a little bit of drawdown once again. And it's going to be waiting if this zone over here will now hold, or that we just grab some liquidity and will push up even higher from here. Not a lot to mention on this position as well. I'm just patiently waiting and sitting this one out. Then USDCHF. USDCHF did push in towards the 4-hour supply zone that we've created here. We're now taking out some liquidity that was built up over here above this high. What do I expect from here? I do expect that price will push down lower, taking out these equal lows over here, preferably push down even lower, taking out the liquidity inside this 4-hour demand zone. Then a clear change of character, and then some continuation longs on USDCHF in line with DXY trading to the 102 level, and then we have some beautiful longs on our hands. So let's see if we can get that. On gold, gold last week, as you guys know, if you follow me for more than one market outlook, then you know I've been longing gold from somewhere over here all the way towards this liquidity level over there with a nice 4RR trade last week. Now I am waiting for some reaccumulation on gold. What did happen is that after swiping the liquidity, we now had a push up, taking out the liquidity, had some consolidation, had a push up, and now a 4-hour break in towards the downside, but I'm not convinced yet that this is already the move. So what do I want to see? A push higher towards this liquidity over here. These are descending highs, and that's not strong in my opinion. So if we can take that out and then a change of character, then there are some potential gold shorts on the radar once again. And personally, what I do is on my funded accounts, I only trade gold long because that's in my trade plan. But I have a smaller personal account that I'm actively scaling currently, and I'm a bit more aggressive on there. So I am also considering looking at good shorts on gold for there, just to scale the account a little bit. Everything perfectly within the risk management rules that I use. So no over risking, no over trading, but just more aggressive positions that I wouldn't take on the funded capital. So that's why I'm also looking at gold shorts potentially. Then we have silver. Silver as well took out liquidity last week, and we touched in towards the 4-hour supply zone that was situated over here. Then once again, not a really strong high, but we're a little bit further away from the highs over here, and I do think that this supply zone can hold. Once again, a first step in towards the supply zone, not really strong in my opinion. I need a push up higher, then a clear change of character, and then some potential silver shorts as well, because I hope that if you've been watching the market outlooks a little bit more frequently, you can also tell that this is just liquidity waiting to be grabbed underneath here. These are absolutely not strong lows. And if we can create a strong high, then this is a clear point of liquidity that we can trade towards. Also on the daily, of course, we're still heavily bearish. We are in daily supply over here. There is still liquidity open underneath here and a small demand zone over here as well. So if we can get a push in towards there, then a change of character, getting bullish price action once again, then of course silver longs. But as of now, just following the market structure of the daily and the 4-hour being heavily bearish. So looking for some further shorts as of now. Then if we go to copper, then copper is still really consolidated in my opinion. Yeah, not a lot of clear price action happening there. Potentially, if we can take out the high over here once again, then a clear break in towards the downside, then we can look for some shorts maybe. But yeah, copper is just not really clear for me as of now. And I'm just going to focus my attention on either gold or silver, or of course the Forex pairs that are now starting to get much clearer once again, and then just leave out the unclear pairs and just take your profits, take your percentages on the pairs that come clear to you. Guys, thanks for watching today's market outlook. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope to see you back tomorrow. Bye.